Now we are going to discuss about electric dipole. So today we will discuss it. Electric dipole is the arrangement of two charges, two equal and opposite charges in a small distance. Here the two equal charges are minus q and plus q, and small distance is 2a. Two equal and opposite charges separated in a small distance. This arrangement is called electric dipole. If charge is minus 5, the opposite charge should be plus 5, should be equal. If it is minus 5 microcoulomb, it should be plus 5 microcoulomb. This arrangement is known as electric dipole. Next one is dipole moment. If we are taking the magnitude of charge, the magnitude of charge is, here it is q. If the charges are plus 5 and minus 5, the magnitude is 5, and here the magnitude is q, and the distance between these two charges is 2a. So dipole moment is the product of magnitude of the charge and distance between the charge. So dipole moment P will be equal to q2a. So it is a product of magnitude of charge and distance between the charge. P is equal to q2a. Now we are going to discuss the field at axial point of dipole. We are considering a point at axis of dipole, and we are going to find what will be the electric field at that point. So we are going to consider a dipole plus q minus q, and distance is 2a. Distance between the charge is 2a, and there is a point which is P, and which is at a distance of r from the center of dipole. That is very important. It is from the center of dipole. It is r, and if it is from the center of dipole, the two segment will be a and a, because it is exactly the half of that distance. Electric field at point P because of minus q. First we are going to find electric field at point P because of minus q, the charge minus q. What is equation for electric field? E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square into r cap. That is equation for electric field. Here E, instead of E, we are using E minus q, because the charge is minus q here, equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 minus q upon, what is the distance here? Distance between the point P and minus q. From point P to the center, the distance is r, and from that center to minus q, the distance is a. So total distance, that is the distance from point P to minus q, is r plus a. So it will be r plus a square into p cap. Here we are taking the position vector p cap. Similarly, electric field at point P because of plus q. E plus q equal to, same equation, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 plus q upon, what is the distance here? We need to find the distance between P and charge q. We know the distance between P and center of the dipole, but we don't want to take that entire distance. We need to reduce the distance. We need to subtract that a from this r. So this distance we need to find. So it is r minus a. So it will be r minus a square, whole square, and p cap. These are the two values, and for find the total electric field at the point, we need to add these two values. These two values we are going to add. So if we are adding these two values, the equation will be E equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into q by r minus a whole square plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 minus q by r plus a whole square into p cap. Here this minus sign, we can give it as a common negative. So this plus will change into negative. The equation will be E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q upon r minus a whole square minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r plus a whole square into p cap. This q by epsilon 0, this q and 4 pi epsilon 0 is a common factor. We are taking it out, and inside the bracket it will be 1 by 4 1 by r minus a whole square minus 1 by r plus a whole square into p cap. So we got this value. Now we are going to change the terms inside the bracket. So it is in the form of 1 by a minus 1 by b. So it will be b minus a by a into b. So this numerator will go, the denominator will go to numerator, this denominator will go to numerator, and the total denominator, the entire denominator will be the multiplication of r minus a whole square and r plus a whole square. So we can write r plus a whole square minus r minus a whole square all divided by r plus a whole square into r minus a whole square. Here we are doing the cross multiplication, and denominator will be the multiplication of these two denominators. Here we can use a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab, or a square plus 2ab plus b square. So it will be r square plus 2ar plus a square minus bracket r square minus 2ar plus a square. It is in the form of a minus b whole square, and here r plus a into r minus a whole square, because this square is common. And we are going to give this negative sign into the bracket. So it will be minus r square plus 2ar minus a square. So the sign we need to reverse it. So minus r square plus 2ar minus a square all divided by r plus a into r minus a whole square. Now we can cancel this r square and r square, a square and a square, and it will be 4ar, this 2ar and this 2ar, total 4ar, and this r plus a into r minus a is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So it will be a square minus b square. So we can write r square minus a square whole square is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon 0 4ar r square minus a square is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon 0 4ar r square minus a square whole square. And we are considering this value of r is too large compared to a. R is greater than a, so we can avoid the terms of a. We can avoid the term a. So it will be is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon 0 4ar upon r square whole square, because this a we are avoiding, so it will be r square whole square, and is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon 0. We are changing it 4ar into 2ar. It will be r square whole square, and is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon 0 2 into 2ar. This r square into square, r square's whole square means 2 into 2. It will be r raised to 4, and this r and r raised to 4 will cancel each other. There will be one r cube. Then we can write is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon 0 to qa or q2a. We can interchange this one. Here there is a 2 and 2a and q. So we are writing q2a all divided by r cube. This q2a is p, dipole moment p. So it will be is equal to 2 by 4 pi epsilon 0 r cube into p cap. This is the equation for electric field at axial point of the dipole.